Yeah, big yawn. Big yawn for a Wednesday morning. What right do I have to yawn that big? That's my question. All right, party people. Mm, Gratitude and generosity. I thought I'd spend the morning playing with that thought, the connection between gratitude and generosity. It's a thought that was seed that was planted by Tara Brock that um, gratitude and generosity are twin phenomena that they often show up together. Excuse me. And I'm not quite sure the relationship between gratitude and generosity. I don't think it's a front of the hand, back of the hand. I sort of liked the idea of twin, but I don't have a experience of that. I thought that would be useful to sit on and see how they relate and just meditate on that. Just practice bringing both of those up. Oh, clearly something's reactivated to me. Got some discharge there. Um, so let's check it out. Let's see how it feels to contemplate gratitude and generosity and see if anything new opens up. So we can shut our eyes if that feels safe where you are. Settle into your seat. Maybe wiggle your butt, feel your feet on the floor. Give yourself a chance to settle in and get here. Maybe dropping the shoulders away from the ears, finding a posture that's alert but not stiff. Noticing any place on the body that wants attention. Just gently scanning the body to see, to listen, to feel. Is there any place that wants some attention from you? And if there is, you can just bring your attention, bring your non judgmental awareness, meaning not trying to change it, just noticing it. Dropping the tongue away from the top of the mouth, unclenching the jaw. And bringing to mind any intention or intentions you had for this morning, or maybe still have, just so that they're not in the background. And allow yourself to be present to your intention. Now, with awareness on the breath, just noticing the depth of your breath, not changing it, just allowing your awareness to ride the breath. Bringing to mind the idea of generosity, noticing first, is it easier to imagine who's been generous to you or who you have been generous toward? Whichever one of those two is easier, bring that up into mind. Could be a person, could be a situation. Who else is involved? What was this? What were they generous with? Their time, their money, their love, their attention? Or what were you generous with? Just allow yourself to experience that generosity. If the mind wanders, you can just bring it back to the breath and then to generosity. Notice how that feels in the body, where you feel it. And then when you're ready, flip the generosity. So if you started with someone being generous to you, flip it, find yourself being generous to another. And of course, if you started with you being generous to another, flip it to someone being generous to you. Notice any change in the experience, any place different in the body you experience it. What's it like for you to experience generosity both in facing and out facing? And as you sit with that experience of generosity, notice where gratitude falls in the equation. Is it easier to get to gratitude when the generosity is incoming than outgoing? Is it absent from one or the other? Just want to start to notice your whole relationship between generosity and gratitude and see what that feels like for you. Noticing the experience of gratitude now in the body. Is it directed towards someone, or is it directed towards yourself or a situation? Feeling that vibration. How does the vibration of generosity compare to the vibration of gratitude for you? Allowing that experience of generosity to settle into the body, setting the tone for your day, connecting it to gratitude, seeing how that feels for you. And when you're ready, you can take a few more breaths. Open the eyes. I'd love to hear what you came up with, how that was for you, that experience of generosity, gratitude, how those are connected. I don't yet have words for my experience of that, but I'd like exploring it. I like the way it feels, that it certainly are connected. Excuse me. And I think it's fun to explore that. So, with that, take a couple minutes today, maybe perform an act of generosity and see if it leads to gratitude. See what happens, see what opens up. Interrupt yourself a couple times a day. Sit in that space. And peace out, people. See you tomorrow.